Nityanandeshwara Samarambam Nityanandeshwari Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Srimahans, Mahans, Kotaris, Tanedars, sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV, two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. Cities sitting with us, two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. Downtown Los Angeles, Hong Kong, Sirgari, Hyderabad, Guptakashi, Guadalupe, Rameshwaram, Jnaneshwar, Nepal, High Point, North Carolina, Coimbatore, Dhyanapeetam, Hebal, Bangalore, Hosur, Dhyanapeetam, Port Washington, New York, Amerford, Netherlands, Bangalore North, New Zealand, Adi Arunachalam, Nityananda University, Paris, Singapore, Singapuram, Houston, Kalahasti, Ohio, Prayag, Vancouver, Canada, Toronto, Kailasam, Phoenix, Kanchipuram, Nityanandeshwara Temple, Pondicherry, Seattle, Chidambaram, Nityananda University, Los Angeles, Indrani, New Jersey, Kulim, Tiruttani, Festus, St. Louis, Kuala Lumpur, Palani, San Jose, Madurai, Bididi Enriching Temple, Singapore, Singapuram, Seattle, Chidambaram, Baladara, Australia. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Today I wanted to expand on how completion can change every aspect of your life, whether it is health, wealth, relationships, joy, getting you out of tiredness and boredom, making you experience the mysteries of life, making you experience the mysteries of life, above all, saving you from all the attacks. I'll tell you about it. Listen. By destroying others through the actions of incompletion, at the most you can survive, not thrive. See, the fellow who snatches chains in the road, maybe he is able to have 2 meals. Maybe he is able to have his basic needs for some time, that also not permanently. Don't be jealous of him. See, without doing any work, just by snatching, he is having his food. Don't be jealous, because he can never thrive. Understand, whenever you see actions out of incompletions getting performed, please understand, all actions out of incompletions is nothing but exploiting the other person. Exploitation. All acts of exploitation happens out of incompletion. Whether it is your health, for you to be healthy, killing another one being, killing another one life. Sometimes I am surprised. Just for you to have a snack, somebody has to die. For you to have your snack, somebody has to die. What a dangerous person you are then. Whether it is in the field of so-called health or the field of wealth or in any field, existence of life, actions out of incompletion, you may be able to survive but not thrive. I tell you, do actions out of completion, you will go on be contributing. You will go on be contributing. The person who contributes can thrive. I'm really telling you. Actions out of completion always contributes. Actions out of completion always contributes. And this contribution makes you thrive, flourish. When you relate to your body out of completion, not only you survive, it becomes a beautiful space to live in and operate, perform, do what you want to do. If you feel happy to be inside your body, if you feel it is doing what you want to do in your life, then you are the most beautiful, handsome person in the world. Be clear. The so-called beauty and handsome cannot be given by the body paint industries. The industries which gives you cosmetic products, spare parts, attachments, dimension attachment mechanisms, they cannot dictate terms, they cannot set a trend, who is beautiful and who is not. If you are happy to live inside your body and you are happy that it is performing what you want in your life, I am telling you, you are the most beautiful, most handsome person on the planet Earth. You are the most beautiful, most handsome person on the planet Earth. Relationship through completion. Relationship through completion. Whether it is with your body or your mind, I go on reminding every day because I wanted you to understand nothing else to tell in the planet Earth. There is nothing else that important to tell. The last moment of Buddha or Shankara or a Jivan Mukta, when he is about to leave the body, whatever teaching gives is the essence. Like Buddha said, Appadipo Bhava, means let you be light unto yourself. Each master gives the essence of what he was teaching throughout his life at the last moment. If I have to give up my life this moment, I'll just say completion and leave the body. That's all. Completion with yourself, completion with others, completion with universe, completion with God, completion with body, completion with mind, completion with wealth, completion with health, completion with completion itself. I'll just say completion and leave the body. And I'll feel complete about it. I just want to take few minutes to inform all the Sadhana TV viewers, satsangis. From tomorrow, the morning satsang will be 7 to 8, full 1 hour. We will be having full 1 hour morning satsang. Sorry, not from tomorrow, from yesterday we started, and you will continue to have. From yesterday, it's happening 1 hour from 7 to 8, and we will continue to have. Listen. Completion, completion, completion. Any health issue you have, any sickness you have, I'm not saying don't take medication. All I am trying to tell you is, first sit and spend a little time in completing with your own body. You will see the requirement for medication will drop drastically. Because your biomemory, your muscle memory functions out of intelligence. Nothing is a matter, nothing is a dead, nothing is an accident, please understand, other than your constant self-doubt. Because of your doubt, you doubt everything. How do I know whether it functions based on advaitha? How do I know they have not changed the strategy in the planet, in the Swarga? Maybe they changed their currency from yesterday. Unchangeable currency in the whole universe is advaitha, understand? If you just earn that one currency, wherever you go, you can live royally. You can exist royally. You can just radiate life. Completion and advaitha. Completion and advaitha. Listen. Listen. Other than your self-doubt, nothing stops you from experiencing advaitha. Actually, advaitha need not even be promoted so much. It is unfortunate that I have to promote advaitha so much. Living in the space of completion so much. Because every day when you soak into the self-doubt, during your change of mood happens in 3 times a day. One, evening, Sandhya time. Next, either when you fall asleep. Third, when you wake up. These 3 moments, the mood change happens. How much ever you train yourself and keep yourself in highest advaitha, the moment that mood time comes, tatak. But you need to know it is not bad news, because when you know these are the 3 moments, just use the 3 moments to bring you back, that's all. You don't need to worry that 3 moments you lose your advaitic space. When you fall asleep, do completion and fall asleep. When you wake up, remember yourself to be in the space of completion and function. When you see Sandhya, evening, immediately remember to come back to the space of advaitha. That's all. Please listen. Advaitha. Advaitha. Completion. Complete completion is one of the most powerful process you can do to cause any miracle in your life. Thieves may survive but cannot thrive. They may survive but cannot thrive. Only people who contribute to others can thrive. Only when you cause others reality, you can thrive. Any action you do out of completion, you will go on be causing others reality. You will go on be causing others reality. You will go on be causing others reality. So do not feel shy, do not delay, do not postpone, do not wait to soak yourself into the space of completion. Let that become your breathing style. Advaitha become your breathing style, thinking style, and lifestyle. Let Advaitha become your breathing style, thinking style, lifestyle. Breathing style, thinking style, lifestyle. I can give you hundreds of stories from ancient Puranas and from my own life and from the disciples and devotees, next generation Gurukul kids. I can give you tons and tons and tons of stories and incidents to encourage you, to inspire you, to make you live Advaita. Few days before I was talking about some of the deeper methods of completion. I wanted to expand on it. If you have missed your satsang on that day, the daily dose of bliss, daily bliss dose. Most of our devotees call satsang as that only, daily bliss dose. Have you taken your daily bliss dose? Listen, whenever you have incompletions, don't treat that as enemy, don't get tensed, because that itself becomes one more pattern. Treating your incompletion as enemy becomes one more pattern, and the person who treats his incompletion as enemy never, never, never gets out of incompletion. Treating your incompletions as enemy is not going to work. Just sit and see when it started. Seeing the root of your incompletions is the best way to kill the incompletion, not to hate your incompletions. When you see an incompletion, don't hate, see the root. Root, not the hate, going to complete you. See the root. You will understand the illogic on which it stands. Understand? Understanding the illogic on which your incompletions are standing will free you from incompletions. If you are shivering, frightened, in front of your school warden or the hostel warden, as if your whole life is over, at that moment, when you are young, the pattern you build, now go back and relive that same shivering. Don't even try to have the logic of present day, today. Today that hostel warden is irrelevant to your life. That school warden may be irrelevant to your life. You have stolen your friend's candy and your teacher is beating you. Today that school teacher may be irrelevant to your life. But the pattern you built at that time is still torturing you in your life. So hating that pattern is not going to help you. Go back to that same incident situation, just sit. Don't even bring the present intelligence and logic. Just relive that situation with that intelligence, that knowledge and that situation, that same space. Suddenly you will see, please understand, whenever you relive any incompletion, you will see, even at that moment, it was illogical, unnecessary. Don't make the teacher irrelevant, because now where you are, make him irrelevant even at that time where you were, then incompletion leaves you once for all. Please understand, this is the key. This is the key. If you make the teacher, warden, irrelevant, because now where you are, it is called suppression. Go back and relive and make him irrelevant in that very space, then you are free from all the incompletions. All incompletions will just melt down. Please understand. Making the incompletion infrastructure, incompletion internalizing structure, the incompletion cognition irrelevant when the incompletions were getting built is completion. If you sit now, I am giving you few examples. Your aunt who was trying to beat you because you have stolen chocolate from your niece. Your teacher who is kicking you out because you did not do the homework. Your hostel warden is beating you because you have stolen pencil from your friend. If you sit now and look at those incidents and the incompletions, fears you built from those incidents, if you see them from this space of what you are now, they are all irrelevant to your life now. They can't have so much power over your life now. Because of that, it may look irrelevant, but that is not completion. That is just suppression. So now you may feel your spouse is your aunt, the reincarnation of your aunt. Your boss is the reincarnation of your teacher. So they will all look relevant. Your aunt and warden may become irrelevant, but your spouse and the boss becomes relevant because of the pattern you built from that time. So, making them irrelevant because now where you are is only suppression, not completion. Go back. I tell you, no pattern gets built on logic. The only thing which is built on logic is advaitha satya. The advaitha satya is only thing built on the pattern of logic. Built on the advaitha satya only can stand the scrutiny of consciousness. Understand? That is why I insist. Advaita is the only philosophy, religion, science, system of thinking, knowledge, thought trend, cognition can stand the scrutiny of logic, science, any viewpoint and standpoint. I invite some of the best brains existing in the planet Earth and look into this great truth of Advaita, and I also commit, I'll produce some of the best brains as my Gurukul kids through this Advaita, I am telling you, when you sit back with your incompletion and start reliving your innermost space, which was the basic ground on which the foundation for your incompletions are laid, will suddenly wake up and say the incompletions you built, the fear pattern you built towards your aunt, warden, school teacher, even at that moment was unnecessary, irrelevant, useless, illogical. If I were to put it in a more decent word, nonsense. Give little time for your consciousness to see it. You are not a sinner to be punished. You are just blind to be inner awakened. Give little time for inner awakening. Every time your inner infrastructure, your innermost space, I use the word biomemory or muscle memory, that space looks inside its own existence and remembers, recalls the roots of the pattern, the root incident when the pattern was developed, itself is an illogical action. That incident need not be responded by creation of that pattern. When that understanding comes, every moment when that understanding happens to you, inner awakening is happening in you. So inner awakening is a continuous lifestyle. Just like you breathe to be alive, have inner awakening in your muscle memories and bio memories for living. Breathing to be alive, inner awakening for living. Breathing to be alive, inner awakening for living. Even the most difficult incompletion, which you think most horrible incompletion, which terrorizes you just by the remembrance, sit with it. Sit with it. Look into it. I tell you, you can never break down, you can never collapse, you will never die, because by your very nature you are pure consciousness. Just because the people who want to exploit you did not tell you the truth, truth cannot be taken away from you. Just because the fellow who want to sell little food to you and make money out of you, he did not tell your whole house is filled with food, good quality food. Just because he did not tell you, that cannot be taken away from you. These so-called psychiatrists who want to give you little peace as a piecemeal. They never tell you the truth. You have consciousness. And I feel sympathy for them, because even they do not know. But just because they did not tell you, they do not know, don't think it can be taken away from you. What you have is you have. You sitting with your worst terrorizing incompletion patterns, even after that coming out fresh, complete, alive, is the proof you have consciousness which can never be broken. You can never be collapsed. You can never be destroyed. I tell you. I have seen the worst moments of life. You cannot see more worst moments than what I have faced in what I have faced in my life than in your life. Please understand. I have seen the peaks and valleys. And I can remember not just this one birth. I am telling you, with all my sincerity, you cannot be collapsed. Only your fear that you may be collapsed can be collapsed. So all your terrorizing incompletions, sit with it. Relive them in that same space, not with the present intelligence. Don't make your teacher irrelevant because now you are a boss. Don't make your warden irrelevant because now you don't even know where he is. He is no more relevant to your life. No, that is suppression. Go back to that same space and live with it, relive, sit with it, relive. Sit and relive. I am telling you. When you sit and relive, suddenly your biomemory will wake up, your muscle memory will wake up and smile. Hey, there is no need that I should have created this pattern during that incident. There is no need that it has to be the only response I should have had. There is no logical connection between the pattern I built and the experience I went through. Yes, my aunt was beating me because I have taken a candy from my niece. Yes, my warden was beating me because I have taken a pencil from my friend. Yes, my teacher was beating me because I did not do my homework. But that does not necessarily need to create the pattern which I created and with which I am suffering and living my life in the incompletion. That waking up, the moment that waking up happens, that pattern loses its power over you. It is like a building losing the foundation over the ground and collapsing. The incompletion collapses. Sometimes people ask me, what if I got beaten for somebody else's mistake? Fool, it is all the more illogical. Don't you see? It is all the more illogical. Sit. My consolation, my encouragement, my inspiration can only make you sit. You have to see that space. When you sit and realize even 2-3 times how your most horror stories of your life loses the base and collapses. Sometimes people think, no, Swamiji, maybe some of your incompletions are like a foundationless buildings. My incompletions are like a pile foundation. Goes deeper than my muscle memory, biomemory. Whether you have piles or not, I don't care. Or pile foundation or not, I don't care. I tell you, I have seen all foundation. All foundation is standing on foundationless foundation. Sit with your most terrorizing horror incompletions. You will suddenly see, you yourself will wake up. Your own biomemory will wake up. Your own muscle memory will wake up. It will tell, come on, let's do the next work. No, what about my incompletion? It's all not there, come. It went away yesterday. No, I thought it's going to come, now only I'm going to relive and relive. No, it went away yesterday. What happened? I tell you, your most horror story incompletions also do not have logical foundation in you. They do not have a pile's foundation in you. sit and go back to that exact space when that incident happened, when that pattern got developed, suddenly you see it loses its foundation and just collapses, disappears. Your incompletions loses power over your muscle memory and biomemory. Your mood swings loses power over your muscle memory and biomemory. Every time your muscle memory or biomemory wakes up to this one truth, your patterns do not have foundation in your muscle memory and biomemory, and collapses, you are experiencing inner awakening. I bless you all to have eternal inner awakening. Let your awakening be permanent and eternal. Let your incompletions and patterns disappear once for all. Now. So today, I wanted to guide you all in this process. This itself is a Kalpataru. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.
Nithyananda Dhyanapeetham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org, www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.